This time, would the Morton captains come forward to accept the regional championship plaque. Congratulations and good luck, Morton.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to this week's MPTV Coaches Show. Ryan Lindley, Brian Dieters, and we'll talk about a bunch of things that we have going on. I mean, it's kind of actually maybe a little bit of a lesser time in terms we've hit that postseason, and we don't have as many teams still competing. But I mean, I want to give a kind of a congratulations to our volleyball team. Did not win in these sectionals, but did get to the sectionals and won a regional. I think they definitely congratulations are in order for them.
Absolutely. I mean, another great quality season. Anytime that you can get through your regional and compete in the sectionals, just a couple of games from getting to state, you got to feel good about it. And I do know they are, as we've talked about all year, young. Just means more kids coming back next year. So congratulations to you girls.
And let's talk about another group of girls that are doing great. They got sectionals coming up this weekend. That's our swimming and diving team. Again, co-op with obviously Washington East Peoria as well. But I mean, we mentioned last week that they had a great conference meet, and they've kind of used that to springboard into this sectional where, I mean, they're hoping to advance a few kids on to state.
Very exciting stuff. We wish you guys well as you compete this weekend.
And then probably the lead story, even though I guess we're mentioning it third, but I think it might be our lead story next week, though, because cross country is sending both boys and girls to state.
Right, and which is amazing, first and foremost. And secondly, is that the first time in a while where we've seen that happen? I know that we maybe had an expectation of the boys there, the girls weren't sure.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, and I mean, I have to go back and talk to Coach Zeller or even Coach Zayer, who's our previous head coach, because I can distinctly remember years where the boys went and maybe a couple girls qualified individually, or the girls went and maybe a couple boys qualified individually. But to send everybody, I think, is a huge, maybe that happened 2 years ago, but it doesn't happen a lot.
Right, it doesn't happen a lot. And at the end of the day, what we've talked about here all fall is how great our program has been and continues to be. So Saturday, Detweiler.
Yeah, Saturday, Detweiler. I believe it's girls race at 11 and boys race at noon. And I mean, you know, obviously you're hoping for the weather to cooperate. I mean, you're going to run no matter what, other than lightning, obviously. But I mean, you're hoping you get a nice clean track out there, and you're not running in mud or anything like that.
You would think so. This time of year is unpredictable. But hey, guys, if you can get out and support our teams in Peoria this weekend, I'm sure they'd really appreciate it. So congratulations, guys.
Yeah, and we're going to have next week, we're going to definitely have some footage from the state meet next week, and hopefully we get Coach Zeller or maybe a couple of the kids on as well. So that's going to be definitely a highlight for the fall sports season, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And then let's talk just quickly before we wrap it up. We said this might be a little bit of a shorter edition of the show. Talk a little bit about winter sports, right? We've got boys basketball, girls basketball, wrestling all started or getting started soon as far as practice goes. Boys swimming and diving will get started as well. And then looking a little bit farther down the road in the winter sports season, we actually do have bowling. That's a little bit, that oftentimes starts more toward December, January, you know. But I mean, you know, I think there's a lot of high expectations for those winter sports.
Well, there typically always is, right? I mean, as you know, I've been here forever. When I first got here in particular, the wrestling program was really the cream of the crop around the state. And I know that we have really tough competition in the conference, but our guys continue to always be there. So they're going to get ready to get out on the mat. And of course, basketball, our girls program is what it is, you know, with the legendary Coach Becker at the helm. So they're excited for their season and a lot of starters back. And for the boys basketball team, Coach Zeller's second year now, a lot of returning kids as well too. So I know, just talking to the kids in the halls, they're really excited to get going there.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do this. We put together some highlights from last year's girls basketball season. We'll hopefully get some highlights from last year's boys season maybe in the next week's show. Let's take a look at those and kind of maybe, because they've started practice, get you a little excited, because I think I was looking at it today, the first game's only 12 days away. So it's almost here. So let's take a look at those. Short there. Katie Brock fighting for a rebound, comes away with it. Gets it to Izzy Hutchinson, and she scores.
Look at that assist. Izzy points over to Katie. Van Mennen, offensive rebound. Katie Brock with it. Addie Engel thought about the three. Instead, she'll drive it all the way to the hoop and score.
Easy layup right there. Great ball movement by the Potters. Great job by Ellie Van Mennen to keep that ball alive, get it out, and then good vision. We just talked about Katie Brock to get it to Addie Engel.
Felt the offensive rebound. Anya Ruxlow
Nice
drives off the window and scores. Offense, Hutchinson. Anya Ruxlow. Anya's going to drive, kick it to Magdalopko, up, and she scores.
Nice job. Nice pass by Anya Ruxlow. Good finish by Magdalopko.
The rim, and Van Mennen rebounds. Brock into Abby Van Mennen, and she scores. Abby, backdoor, Izzy Hutchinson lays it in. The huddle. This is Ellie Van Mennen with it, guarded by Tibbs. Hutchinson up top now, Redlin Schaefer guards her. Little screen for Ellie. She's going to fire the three there and swishes it home.
Knocks it. That's huge.
And a lot of energy from Ellie once she hit that. So she is fired up, and the Potter Dome is fired up.
About that.
Addie Engel now is going to drive it with the right hand, and good. Huge play there.
That's what we needed. Got it anyway. I don't know if she made it.
Gilsborough doing a really good job just being very physical. Here's Abby Van Mennen, her first basket of the night. Potter's back up 4.
Nice.
Yeah, and that one is taken away. Addie Engel. Addie's going to go up and score.
I'm going to want to make Bob smile.
Potter's too strong. Addie Engel, strong rebound.
Great board.
So Potter's up 9. Ellie Van Mennen, 3 on the way. Good! Huge
That's
three.
a huge one.
As you said, right, a lot of those faces are returning this year, and so Coach Becker always does a great job, and I know he's excited to get that group that was kind of a young core last year, that, you know, freshmen become sophomores, sophomores become juniors, and the expectations are always sky high.
Yeah, but, you know, Coach Becker is who he is because of his experience and the ability to make the kids take on that pressure and own it and not let it get to a point where it's having a negative impact, but rather a positive impact on their overall approach and their overall play on the court. So, you know, it's going to certainly be another great season for the girls basketball team this winter.
All right, well, we'll leave it there. Again, next week we'll have cross-country state finals highlights. We'll probably put in some boys highlights from last year, so as their season gets closer. But for now, for Brian Dieters, I'm Ryan Lindley. Goodbye, everybody.